up, people? It's your boy Levelhead back with another Live and Level Gamers podcast. The video game her is already here. Welcome to a new year. He said we always remind her when it's Thursday. But what's up, people?
What up? Man, she beat us here. Didn't think we was here yet.
I got my earphones on. But yeah, man, it's the new year. We dropped some people off in last year, man, so they got here.
Had to leave them at Sony Studios.
Yeah, man, we had to leave him in 2023, man. He couldn't come over with us. Anyway, let us know who you is. If you were in here with us on tonight, go ahead and sign off in the comment section. Let us know who you be. We got a little bit to talk about on tonight. New year, new everything. We want new games. We want a new system. Microsoft talking about bringing over new games. Well, old games for them, but new games for us if they actually bring it over. So we got to talk about, are they undermining their brand? We got to talk about these Switch spec leaks. Keith, what else we got to talk about?
Oh man, what did you say? You said the specs, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, we gotta talk about what we want to see in Metroid Prime 4. What do we want? And I guess we just fill it out as we go, man. But welcome to the new year. Yeah.
I got it. I know what we can talk about. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Since we both been playing Resident Evil 4 when we played the original, maybe we can do some comparing and contrasting and talk about it, what's new, what's old, what they fixed, what they broke, if you want to, if we have time.
I plan on talking about Resident Evil 4, so that is definitely going to happen. I have yet to beat it. Did not expect to be enjoying it quite like I am. I am really I look forward to playing this game, but the dude I'm placing right now has really humbled your boy.
Oh, so you still on him?
Man, I just got to him last night. Well, yesterday evening, I'm yelling at my mom, looking at me all crazy. I'm like, I'm having a heart attack running from this thing. But anyway, welcome to the show, people. Welcome. We took a hiatus last week since we had pretty much done New Year's and Christmas. We was like, you know what, we gonna chill out. But me and Mr. Norris is here. K-Bum 20 is under the weather. The new year has not been so kind to him. Anyway, I was sick too. Actually, on New Year's, I was sick.
For real?
Yeah, I was sick, man. But we end up chilling out that week. So anyway, how's everyone doing? How you been, bro? How you enjoying the new year?
Oh man. Let's see. Came back to work. Monday was humping. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. Monday was humping, but I'm here. We survived. Everybody's in good spirits. You know, we got to get some winter weather right now. I think it's about to storm, but I think they say it's gonna turn into some ice. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on that. You know. I ain't trying to play in the ice. Elsa, I'm not trying to build a snowman.
How far south are y'all past Missouri?
Or Arkansas?
Yeah.
Where is Missouri? Hold on, I need to look at a map.
Y'all about 7 hours from us. Ah, man, I don't want to get this. I don't want to get none of this weather. I don't.
Yeah, it's coming.
No, don't do that, man. Because I got to get out in this stuff. I got to scrape and break ice.
Oh, that's right.
No, bro, I don't want no parts.
You the man that make it happen for the other folks. I got you.
Man. So, but anyway, welcome to the new year, the Live and Level Gamers podcast. 2024. Nia said, we're expecting it in Texas too. No, you're not. We're not getting anything. It's going to be a snowless weekend. Just believe with me. Don't speak it. Don't consider it. They talking about 30 inches. Man, look, D2K, welcome to the show. You can't come in talking about what they talking about. Listen to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about no ice, no snow, no flurries, nothing at all. Not even cold. Well, it could be cold, but nothing to accompany that but some rain, if anything. So just believe. Let's join together and believe together. Amen. It's a church in the building. Anyway, so we are back. Your boy Norris, man, Keith unhurt my feelings. He said I sound like Corey Holcomb. I was hurt. Hey. I was hurt. I was like, Corey Holcomb. I sound like Corey Holcomb. But anyway,
hey, dude, funny though. He's funny though.
Yeah, he is.
He runs.
Do I sound like you for real? I do.
Yeah, a little bit.
Man, I gotta work on my.
No, you can't change, man. That's you. It's all good.
No, man, I can't. I gotta get. I'm gonna start talking like K-Bum in Paris. Anyway, so we in the new year. Xbox. We in the new year, man, and there's a lot on the horizon. I'm excited. I'm anticipating a lot this year. I want to see what this new device from Nintendo is going to be like. I want to touch it. I want to experience it. I want to play the games on it. And we got to talk about these specs. Yes, man, Keith, we got to talk about Resident Evil 4, man. We got to talk about that. What else, man? Have you done anything unique in this year? Any New Year's resolutions, anything?
I don't do none of that. Anything unique? Not really. Just continuing on. Still out there trying to get into security.
Okay.
Other than, yeah, I got some things on the horizon and kind of don't want to do it, but it's a step in the right direction. So we'll see. I let God handle where I'm supposed to be.
Amen. So. Amen. Hey, I told you earlier, I've been at the church, man. We've been going through a whole bunch of furnaces, new sound equipment, everything. It's chaotic up there right now. So I just left that and came here. And so my wife probably like, you haven't even talked to me. And she don't care. She in there watching her. My wife, look, is this strange, y'all? I hope Miss Level is listening. Is this strange to still be watching Christmas movies after Christmas? Y'all let me know in the comment section if Miss Level is strange. Can you hear me up there, boo-boo?
Can she hear me? Because I'm not answering.
No, she can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's strange. That's weird.
Man, she's still watching Christmas movies, man. She can watch them pretty much all year round, but she watching this woman with old girl Kelly Rowland. Is that her name? From Destiny's Child?
Yeah.
They got one. And it's 3 different movies, man, and she watched all of them. Nia, don't laugh. D2K, you said that's strange, yes? I thought it was a little odd. She kicked me out my room. I can't even go in there because I'm raising my eyebrow every time I walk in there. I'm like, why are we still watching Christmas movies, especially with Kelly Rowland? Do we really want to see? So, anyway.
Man, I saw one. Is it Ludacris? Was it Ludacris?
Yeah, Ludacris is in one too. Yeah,
I didn't watch it, but I wanted to watch it.
It wasn't bad.
You watched? Okay.
It wasn't bad. Old boy, and I can't think of his name. The one that was in the movie with Kyrie Irving. What was that?
Oh, you talking about Lil Rel?
Yeah. He was he was actually was he Santa Claus? He was Santa Claus in it. So yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great either, but it wasn't bad. It was enjoyable. I heard you went and saw Aquaman 2.
Trash.
It's trash.
No, it's
Is it trash? No, tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
It's DC, man. That's all I can say. Is
It's
DC
trash. You trying
halfway
to?
through? All right, all
It's
right.
trash. Go ahead. Say
Look,
it, man.
halfway through the movie, I'm trying to figure out why I'm still here. And I forgot my son, my oldest, he wanted to see it. My youngest has literally curled up in the seat. He
Wow.
don't went to sleep. Don't went to sleep. I just put his coat on top
It
of him.
put
Like,
little man to
don't.
sleep.
He
Man,
put him to sleep. I was
K-Bum
like,
said it was horrible. K-Bum said it was horrible. You
all
said
these fish and whales and sharks that's not drawing you in. Nope. He was knocked
I
out.
thought you said it was you. You did say it wasn't good, but you also said the action wasn't bad. You
No,
felt
it wasn't bad on the action front. I mean, it's serviceable.
okay.
I guess what I'm thinking is I wouldn't pay, and I paid, right? If I had
So
if I was to tell somebody I wouldn't pay for this, you know,
okay, so you basically
like wait,
saying wait till it come out on HBO
Max.
on Max.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I understand really well. I'm telling you, if you want to see a good movie, go see Godzilla -1 while it's what is it? See, this heart is covering up. What is he? While it's still in IMAX and 4DK. See, that's D2K. You got to understand where I'm at. I don't know. We don't have an IMAX or a 4DX. We don't have such luxuries where I'm at. I had to go up to where K-Bum is, up in the St. Louis area. That's about 2 hours up the road to really get to experience it in that quality. We got really good theaters here. Don't get me wrong. We got some big ones, big screens, but they're none of them are IMAX. But I do want to see that movie. I'm with you. I heard that movie is good. Well, welcome to the show. We happy for y'all to be here. We're going to go into our first part of the show, and you know what we do. And this is Nia's favorite song. I might retire it. I don't know. I may retire this song.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just joking. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
But we got Smash Bros though.
Okay, since K-Bomb wasn't here, we gotta let you hear his voice at least one time.
But we got Smash Bros.
All right, so Mr. Norris, what have you been gaming on since the New Year's coming out of 2023 into 2024? The Bop, Nia said. Let's go.
Man, still on that Resident Evil 4. No, hold up. On that Resident Evil 4. On that 4.
Now, you didn't let them, did we even share that we got? Yeah, we did. We did share that we had picked them up. Yep, so did.
Man, I got some gameplay I need to share with y'all, man. Your boy, listen, I'm almost out of ammo. I was fighting the guy that's handing it to level right now.
Yes.
Dude is an absolute bullet sponge. So once I left him, I never really fully recovered getting ammunition. And man, I had to turn it up a little bit and start using my knife more tactical. I was going up behind people because on this Resident Evil you can crouch now, like you could do stealth. And I was going up behind some of the they're not zombies, but whatever they call Los Gatos or whatever they call, stabbing them, whatever. Hey, this game is pretty fun, man. Like I never thought I'd be playing and doing stealth in a Resident Evil game. Resident Evil game. But like I said last time, Resident Evil 4, it's getting even better. And I know I'm closer to the end. I was wrong about the little guy. You was absolutely right. I ended up fighting him. It wasn't too hard. Just gotta be ready. I just a lot of the areas that I'm going through now, they just look different. I can't Like I'm trying to go back and forth between what I saw originally versus hold on. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
You got it.
Sorry about that. Son came in the room. But yeah, the area just looks completely different. I kind of want to go back and not necessarily play the original game, but kind of like see what's changed with the new environments. But the game is beautiful. I'm finding like all the little blue coins and it's dope, man. It's really really good. I'm playing on like medium, and I can't play the 801 DLC. So now I'll probably pick some up for after you say what you got to say.
Okay. This is gonna be one of our topics, but we can bridge into it because that's all I've been playing. Like I said, I beat Spider-Man 2 right before Christmas. No. When did I beat Spider-Man 2? I beat it at some point. I think it was right after Christmas. I can't remember, but I beat it. And I went out and I bought Resident Evil 4 because Keith bought it. Keith, you were the only reason I bought it. I would not have bought it. When you said you got it, I was like, all right, Keith got it. It's on sale, $30. And I knew it was about to go back up, so I was like, let me cop it right now while it's on sale. So I copped that. I bought Jedi Survivor, and I bought NBA 2K24. So I was contemplating, okay, what do I want to play next? And my mind was like, I just got done playing Spider-Man 2. Do I really want to jump into Survivor right quick, real right now? Because I know I'm gonna be really invested. So I was like, well, let me give Resident Evil a try. And my God, let me say this. First of all, remember when we was questioning whether Resident Evil 4 should have been in the list for Game of the Year? Absolutely. We was like, that shouldn't be there. I take all of that back. I absolutely take all that back. To me, Resident Evil 4 is right up there with Spider-Man 2. There's aspects of this game that I'm enjoying way more than Spider-Man 2.
Uh-oh.
I know. But man, look, I have not been able to put the controller. Anytime I have space to play, I'm playing. This game, first of all, the visuals are really, really well put together. You got to get through that first part. The first part looks good, don't get me wrong. But the first part doesn't really captures what the game is really done. You know what I'm saying? It looks well, it looks good, but it's when you get past that village and all that, and you really get into the game when it really starts to open up, you really see what Capcom has done and how they have changed it. There is a lot of aspects to this game that are not like the original, and it almost feels new. It feels like a new game. Not that it is, but it has, everything has been redone so well and reimagined so well. It feels like Resident Evil 4, but it don't feel like Resident Evil 4. I don't know how you feel about that, Keith, but for me, I'm like, I was struggling trying to remember where I was because it looks that much different. The boss fights, some of the boss fights are different. Some of the way that you get there, some of the traversing through the paths are different. Like in the first part, it's a lot different than the opening scene of the original. The way you get to the house is totally different than the way you got there in the original. It doesn't look the same. It's just a lot of changes that that's just better. And then going with, like what you said, Keith, the crouching, the quality of life additions, the ability to craft weapons or craft bullets and different things like that just adds this new flavor to the game. The ability to walk and shoot. The set pieces is linear as heck. it feels more linear than I remember it being. I was like, man, this game, and I thought it was about to be short because I was going through it so fast. I'm like, man, I'm about to beat this game, but no, I'm nowhere near it. I'm on the 10th stage, and I think I'm a little over the halfway mark. I don't know where you at? You about stage 14, 15?
I think I'm on 14. I'm at a point that annoyed me.
Okay.
And it's dealing with Ashley, and it's annoying. You
Okay.
gotta fight. There's some I'll just say this, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's some enemies that you fought early on by yourself. Now you're having to fight on with her while she's not with you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
That's annoying. My God.
Trying to fight them, man, trying to keep them off of her while she's somewhere else, and you got to shoot at them and shoot at them.
Exactly.
Okay. That now, so okay. All right. So right now I fell through this, and that's not like the original because you don't get there like that in the original. This particular creature, you have to go through these mines in the original, right? That's what I remember. And in this one, they changed it to where you're thrown down into like a cavern in the bottom of this castle. And that's how you come across them. In the bottoms of this place that they threw you down to. So they changed a whole lot of stuff about this game. That if you played the original one, it will be enough newness there that it will feel refreshing and new. And Keith, so much so that I even contemplated, keyword contemplated, not decided to. I contemplated going to get Dead Space. But I remember I couldn't even get, I couldn't. Dead Space make me crawl up a wall the way them things move. But I'm playing, I'm trying to beat Alex Verdugo. He has went through this metamorphosis where he's changed into this creature from a human to a creature. I don't remember us actually drinking the black water in the original.
No, we did because that guy captured you, and I think he put it in your mouth.
Okay, okay. So was the one big dude that you had to fight? Was that fight the same, or did they change that up?
You talking about the original guy that was chasing you?
Yeah.
No, I think that was pretty much. I feel like the
same?
location was the same with the fight in that barn and him and it burning up and stuff like that. That was pretty much the same. I remember that.
Okay. Like I said, well, I'm struggling to remember a lot of this stuff. But overall, man, Resident Evil 4 definitely deserved to be in the conversation for Game of the Year. Absolutely. I feel like we said a remake shouldn't get that opportunity. I'm taking all that back. This game is excellent. This game, it was superb then, and some way in how they managed to make it even better. It's just a dope game, man. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I've been upgrading my weapons. I got so many weapons. I don't even have room for healing or nothing. I got the biggest suitcase. I do like the fact that you can store your weapons now. You don't have to get rid of them. If you want to switch them out, you can store them and come back to them at a later date. That's dope. Any other new aspects to it that I haven't touched on that you like about it?
I'm trying to think, did they in the original game, did you have those charms? I don't know if you've been playing any of the little shooting things from the merchant. Was it in there?
I can't remember, but yeah, I've been doing that a lot. But I don't think it was exactly like that, like it's been here, where it's opening up other weapons and different things like that. No, I don't think that was there. I do think the blue charms there was there to shoot, but I don't think they was done quite like this game has been done.
I'm talking about the charms that you can hang on the edge of your case.
Oh no, that's new. That's all new.
That's new.
Yeah,
okay.
That's new.
Because those give you extra buffs, like 5% on the rifle, headshots and stuff like that.
That's another thing I want to talk about. I'm kind of ticked off, man. Okay, so in the scene, I think it's the 9th chapter. And I feel like you need to know this. if you're going to play the game, because it would tick you off if you play through it and get past that stage. There is a weapon that you can get in that stage if you do it right, but they don't let you know that. So, and when you playing with Ashley and you going, Alex gets trapped and Ashley, you take over Ashley, and you got to go through this mansion trying to get back to Alex to help him get out of the situation.
Leon.
There's this part where with the lamp that
hold up. You mean Leon? Who is Alex?
I mean, I keep saying Alex. Yeah, Leon. My bad. Let me do a slap.
Slap yourself.
Yeah. New Year. Sorry, y'all. Leon is trapped, and you got the girl, and you trying to get back to him to help him get out of the situation. What happens in this stage, in this chapter 9, and I'm just telling you because you will not know to do this at all. It doesn't tell you to do this. There is a place where you can set your lantern or your light, and it triggers the stairs to come down. And up there's a weapon up there that you will not be able to get if you don't do that, because once you get back to Leon, you cannot trigger none of these things to happen, because you got to trigger with Ashley. I don't know if you got through that without. Did you get the weapon?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, there is a machine. There is a machine. This machine gun up there, in that mansion part where you running away from the dudes with in the night suits.
Mm-hmm.
In that area, there's a stairs that is kind of up. You got to cause them to come down, but they don't tell you. You got to sit that lantern on that little spot right there, and it would trigger the stairs to come down. And when you go up there, there is like in the first scene where you get your shotgun. There's a similar thing up there like that with this particular automatic rifle up there, and you can't get that if you don't do this with Ashley. When you get back to Leon, you can't trigger it. So I was trying to trigger it because I got stuck and I couldn't figure out what they was wanting me to do. So I was like, man, I'm done. I went to YouTube to see what I needed to do because I was stuck, and realized they don't tell you with Ashley that you got to do all this stuff, and I couldn't do it. I got unstuck, but I couldn't do everything you were supposed to do, because once you pass it with Ashley and you get Leon, you can't go, and because Leon is not able to trigger none of the stuff. So I missed like so much loot and this weapon because the game gives you no indication that you're supposed to do that. I went right past it, went through the door, got to Leon, triggered the next event, and you stuck. You can't get it. You got to just move on. And I was constantly trying to get this stairs to come down because I could see them, but I would have to do it with Ashley. So I just had to leave the area, and I was kind of hot, man. I'll send you the video. If you didn't do it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you skipped it too.
Yeah, you have to send me that because I definitely want to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
But I want to touch on that portion of the game. I just knew when I first started playing this game, I was like, I don't want to play as Ashley. That was probably the most intense.
Yeah.
Probably some of the most frightening gameplay to experience.
Yeah.
I didn't die or anything like that. I made it through, and I just knew.
I died once. Yeah, he hit me with the sword. He caught me good. Boom! I was like, oh. When I was trying to set pull the little levers in sequence to open the door, he caught me when I was running past him. Yeah.
Caught you slipping.
Yeah,
But when you set the lanterns down and you know what I'm talking about, and you finally open the thing and you no longer have whatever you had, right? Man, you talk about running. And then to see his little shadow as you're on the steps to go to Leon and you can't do anything and all you can do is hear him coming and you don't have no weapon. She can't do nothing. She can't do nothing. And all you can do is run and duck and hope that he don't get you. That was intense.
When I was running up the steps, I just kept running. I never really looked back. I just floored it, and then you got to crawl through the little library. And you run into some more in there, But the one that was coming that you run into when you coming up the steps, he walk, you gotta dodge him. Yeah, that freaked me out. And but I went back with Leon. I don't know if you went back to fight what they call the merciless night. Did you go back and deal with him?
No, I went ahead and moved forward.
Oh, you should have went back.
I forgot to because I know there was some stuff that Ashley couldn't open, and I forgot. I told myself, come back and do this when you have Leon, and I didn't do it.
Man, Nia, it's okay. Resident Evil 4 is not really scary, but there is moments that would test your nerves. It's not a scary game, but there is parts that is frightening, like where I am right now. Oh my God. I have never put down a controller so many times just to walk out for my nerves to come back down. I walked out like my wife was like, "What are you doing?" Like I said, "Hold me, baby, hold me."
Oh my gosh,
bro! When you standing there, and I got surround sound both upstairs and downstairs, and so I'm sitting in there, and I hear do, and I was like, "Man, what the world?" You walking in, you got all them tunnels and all that, and then you push that button and then they do that little countdown, and I kept hearing these footsteps, and it was like charging, and I didn't see where it was coming from, and I just freaked out. I freaked out, Keith. I paused the game and got up and walked out. I was shook. Like, where is this? Where is it coming from? I couldn't see nothing, and I was out. And it was coming. It was so loud because my bass is hard. It shook me out my seat, man. I'm not joking. So when you finally get in there, and you pull the lever to turn the power on, and you hear it again, do, like it's running after you, and you. Oh my God, dude! But I was putting so much lead in this thing, and it was doing nothing at all. And then I was like, let me grab, and he'd jump up in the ceiling, and you can't see him. And it didn't even come by. Oh my God! Just thinking about it making me get chills, man. That's scary. Now Ashley was scary. This thing is freaking me. This is freaking me out. Like I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. That's how much it's freaking me out.
Definitely don't play Alan Wake. Alan Wake is creepy all the way through.
See, that's why I won't get Dead Space, because Dead Space like that. But anyway,
I'll say this, and I think I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again now that you kind of creeped out a little bit. If you do decide to play Alan Wake, you have to change the scenes to move the story forward. So you'll have to go back into the dark world or whatever it's called. It's like this little hub world, and you can change the scenes. So it's the same area, but you can change what's happening in the scenes. And you don't know, like after you change it, you don't know what's gonna happen. Because you're standing, like let's say you're standing in this empty hall, right? So you go and you change the scene, and as it's changing, you can hear him typing, and the scene is changing, and then you don't know if you're going into an area where enemies are, you don't know if you're going to an area where it's darkness, you don't know what's gonna happen. So, but I do encourage you and K-Mom to play that game, and Nia play that game.
Nia's wants to talk about something else. She's like, y'all freaking me out. Welcome to the show. I didn't give the shouts out to D2K. Welcome to the show, D2K and DJ Fanatic. Welcome to the show. Got to give both of y'all shouts out. Welcome to the new year, 2024. Let's go. So, Nia, you want us to go to another subject. You really can't handle us talking about these scary games. I mean, Resident Evil really is not scary, but there is parts that will absolutely cause your stomach to turn. But what Keith is talking about, I don't think I can handle Alan Wake. I'm not even. If it's like where I'm at the whole way through, heck no.
Yeah.
That's Dead Space stuff right there. Dead Space will make you want to go find the person who made the game and say, you need to stop. Stop, sir. Cut it out. This is just, that's a freaky game. I don't know if you played Dead Space. Dead Space is freaky.
I played a little bit of the remake. I couldn't do it. I didn't. Not that it was scary. I didn't feel like investing.
Oh, okay.
The gameplay felt a little archaic to me, and I was like, I'm good. I guess it's one of them games you had to have been there, maybe.
I don't know. I
don't
know
know.
I was there and I left there. That's what I did. So, anyway. Okay. So where we want to go first, man? Because I've been playing Resident Evil 4 so much I haven't even touched Wonder, and so that's how much Resident Evil 4 I've been playing. So where do we want to go first, man?
We can talk about these specs. 'Cause I honestly don't know much about them. I've been having my head down, like you said, playing Resident Evil 4, working and dealing with my children. I have not. I think you sent something, but I haven't really just dove deep into.
I think I sent you a video. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the leaks. So there was two different ones. One that came out from I forgot who it was, but they was talking about how that the Switch will have a. I'm gonna pull up this one. Let me see which one I want to pull up. The first one was, I forgot where it was from, but they was talking about how the Switch will have a 120 hertz screen. It will have better battery life. They even said what Tegra chip it would be. I think it was some. I can't remember the actual chip. I'm gonna find it. But then it also. But the thing it said it would have 8 gigabytes of RAM. And people was like they wasn't feeling that because that would be pretty much a step backwards. But this other one, let me see if I found the right one. Let me go back. See, I should have had all this stuff queued up before we even started. But this other one was kind of interesting, man, because they talking about 14 to 16 gigabytes of RAM and everything, man. This one is right. I'm trying to find it. So let me see. Because I don't feel like reading all this stuff. Anyway, go ahead. It's a lot, but it says here. Okay, so the chip is going to. I got it right here because I don't feel like reading all this. So right here it says it's going to have the T239 SoC. I guess that's the chip. It's supposed to be TSMC N4 nodes processor, 8-core. Is this it? Yeah, I guess this is it.
8 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Oh, not the 64 RAM gigs of space again. Why are we doing this?
8-core A7 CC. I don't know all this stuff. That's why I thought you may, since you're a PC guy, you may know what they talking about. 12 streaming multiprocessor GPU performance ranging from 3.5 to 4.5 teraflop docked and 1.7 to 2.0 teraflops handheld. 12 to 16 gigabytes of RAM. 100 gigabytes memory bandwidth docked and 88 gigs handheld. Are you reading what I'm reading? Or are you looking at the other one?
I'm looking at the YouTube you sent us, and he posted the some of the specs in here.
Sure did. Let me pull that up. That's the old one though. Go ahead and read them off. Go ahead and read off that one. What they posting there.
Well, it's not even close to as detailed, but he has the 120 hertz screen, 8 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. Right. And that's pretty much all he put in here. Where are you looking at?
I got it up. This is on Game Radar. I think that's what this one is.
Okay.
Game Rants? Game Rex or something like that.
Game Rant.
Is it Rant? Yeah, with an X. Okay.
Yeah.
They got it up the specs on there. And so, like I said, the T238, the TSMC N4 node processor, 8-core A78C CPU, clock rating unknown, don't know what was meant by GA10F. This could be the GPU line. 12 streaming multi-processor GPU performance ranging from, I read all that, 12 to 16 gigabytes of RAM, LPDDR5, I think that's the is that the deep learning stuff? I don't know. I don't know none of this stuff means, so that's why I wanted you to kind of look at it. You may be able to break this stuff down. He said, D2K said those specs look to be a little north of the PlayStation 4 power, but not quite PlayStation 4 Pro. Not too bad, but of course it should be more. From the few that I saw talking about it, they said it was actually north of the PlayStation 4 Pro, but I don't know.
I had to look up the PS4 Pro. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, they were saying these are pretty good specs if they are true.
It is definitely above the PS4. I think the PS4 and the Xbox One at the time, I think they had like a 1 teraflop of GPU. So
yeah, this one got 1.7 to 2 docked. Also, it said additional details referring to the DLSS deep learning super sampling, reflect and ray tracing with favorable comparison to the RTX 3000 graphics chip. Do you know what that is?
No.
The RTX 3000 graphics chip, full HD.
Oh, 3000. No, that's the 3000 series. But that doesn't say which one specifically, because you got the 3050, you got the 3060, 70, 80,
okay,
90. So.
This is where I am not the guy for this part. Full HD 1080p on handheld mode, 12 gigabytes in storage ceiling, and 500 gigabyte storage potential on cartridge utilizing 3D NAND technology. So that is a lot to swallow, but the main takeaway here would be the promise of legitimate, powerful specs that we could believe can take ports of games that were released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in the same way the Switch could take ports of games from the PlayStation 3 to Xbox 360. Why would we want PlayStation 4 and 3 and 1 games? We want 5 and X. Anyway, so what you thinking, bro?
Let me show you. Let me show you what they say about the PS4 Pro. It is a processor's 2.1 gigahertz. Now, when it comes to the processor and it talks about the speed of 2.1, it's all relevant to the processor. So if you see something like an AMD processor running at a 3.4 or 4.2, and then you see a what's the other one that I barely buy? Intel. You see an Intel and it's running at a higher or maybe even a lower clock speed. Doesn't matter. You can't compare that number, because that number is only relevant to the actual CPU, right?
Okay.
So, but when it comes to the GPU, it's a little different. So with the GPU on the PS4 Pro, it's 4.2 teraflops. What did you say the rumors were for the Switch 2?
Performance 12 streaming multi-processor GPU, performance ranging from 3.5 to 4.5 teraflops docked. So somewhere between 4 to 5 teraflops docked, and then 1 to 2 teraflops handheld.
Gotcha. That's a drastic drop on when it's undocked. But the 3.5 seems to be a more reasonable. What I would, so that's a little like D2K said, a little under the PS4 Pro, and of course it got 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM, which is the RAM of the GPU, and I think that's pretty much all the things that's important. What do I think?
Yeah.
As long as battery life and heat, what else? And ports are coming. Because we already know we're gonna get solid Nintendo first party. Right? Well, that's something we don't have to worry about. What I do hope with specs like that is that we get Zelda in a whole new light, Metroid in a whole new light. And I know we're going to lead into that with Metroid Prime 4. I hope we start seeing these games the way we've always wanted to see them. I think I think we're finally getting out of that Wii U territory. because they stayed in that Wii U territory for a very long time as far as like graphics. I wouldn't say there's anything on the Switch that they couldn't port over to the Wii U, right? Port backwards. Would it run the same? Nah, not at all. It'll run worse, but graphically, this is where we've been since 2013. Is that when that thing came out? 2012, something like that.
Wii U.
The Wii U.
Yeah, I think it was 20. Yeah, either 12 or 13. I think it was 13. You're right.
13. So we've been playing these types of graphics. So with specs like this, rumored specs like this, let me make sure I say that, we might finally start getting those games looking so much better. And we're talking about Pixar level better. So that's what I think. That's what I hope. But like I said, the fundamental things they still have to make sure that they can take care of, because there's no point in having a Switch so powerful that you can only play an hour of it. Not saying I'm going to take it anywhere. I'm going to keep it docked in my living room. But for those people who are going to be on a traveling, word of mouth travels. And if the Switch 2 is coming out and it has poor performance as far as like battery life, screen, visual, how you look, viewing angles. There we go. Have poor viewing angles, things of that nature. People gonna talk mess about it, and it's not gonna sell. Even though me and you gonna champion it, the Nias of the world gonna champion it, we gonna look at it because we getting our Nintendo games. But everybody else gonna be like, man, this thing is poor quality. This blah blah blah. So those fundamental things, they have to make sure that they handle. You got is it Greg Bowser? All right, yeah. Greg, we waiting on our Reggie. We waiting on a Reggie moment. You know what I'm saying?
Alan Steve, welcome to the show, bro. He said, if the Switch 2 is not powerful, then I will not buy it. And if it has to use your phone to chat, I will not buy it. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that second part. If I have to use my phone to chat, I'm out. That's it. D2K said, Nia said it seems realistic. The specs seem to be realistic. Also, I don't know what that is popping up, but let me get this back up. Also, D2K says, think about how good Uncharted 4, Spider-Man, God of War 4, and Ratchet & Clank looked on the PlayStation 4. Now, I think that's now. Now imagine how Nintendo first party can look with that. Right. Fire. And then you add that deep learning, super sampling stuff. That may be enough. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm just ready to see whatever they got coming. I'm ready for the new. That's what the title of this is. New year, everything, new everything. I'm ready for the new stuff. Nintendo, come on with it. So anyway, going a little step farther, what with Metroid Prime 4 still looming out there, we don't know when we're going to see it. It makes sense to see it this year. Keith, what do you want to see? And y'all can tell me in the comment section as well. What do you want to see with Metroid Prime 4? Now, do you want to see it on the Switch? Do you want to see it on the new whatever they got coming? And what does it need to be for you to be satisfied?
Now, we don't curse on this podcast. Why would you say, do I want to see it on the Switch?
I had to throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to see it on the new. They want to see it on the current Switch and don't want a new Switch.
Man, I want to play that game so bad, but at this point, this late in the Switch's life cycle, I couldn't even imagine that game running on the Switch. Like, I wouldn't even. I would have to accept it because, I mean, what you going to do? But I desperately don't want it running on the Switch. Metroid Prime 4, at this point, after being restarted from scratch, I think that's what they said, it deserves new hardware. And it deserves the attention and detail as much as they could possibly give it. I don't think they should even pretend to shortchange this game. They have to go all out. I think you open up with a Metroid Prime 4 with the complexity of that gameplay, with the complexity of playing in a first person adventure. I think that's what it was considered, a first person adventure. Um, you're talking about a masterpiece coming out of the gate. And if you like, no, we're gonna hold back for Metroid Prime 5. No, don't do that. Give it all. Voice acting, state of the art graphics, new gameplay, hooks, all that good stuff. Retro Studios is back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because Nintendo, you know how Nintendo is. After they've had some success, they've gone on. Well, we're gonna try somebody else. No, don't.
Let me ask this: Can you show fan art of Nintendo games, like fan made videos? Would you get in trouble for that?
I wouldn't even play that. Is there
But
a
it's
Metroid
not
Prime
there.
fan?
Is
it a Metroid Prime 4
It's
fan?
made in Unreal Engine 4. It's made in Unreal Engine 4. I think I should be able to show that. Shouldn't I? We gonna try. If the ninjas get us, we gonna try. But this gives you kind of visual. So this is Nintendo didn't make this, so they can't claim it. It's not theirs. You know, this is. I think we did it with Zelda before. But yeah, man, like this to me, I used to look at this a lot, and to me, this can move systems. If Nintendo could give us a Metroid Prime that looks like this, and I don't know if you see it yet on your end, but this to me,
Metroid.
It's the original Metroid just remade in Unreal Engine 4. DJ Cat said stop before the ninjas come. Okay, D2K. I'm going to take your advice. All right. So, to me, now don't get me wrong, the Metroid Prime remake looked amazing. But to me, these visuals can move a system, in my opinion. What you think, Keith? What you want to see?
Man, I think I remember we talked about that, and those visuals were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Those visuals, can they sell systems? Absolutely. Yeah, they can sell systems. But again, I think what they actually are going to do, I think it's even crazier than that. I'm talking about like crazy. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about like texture. I'm talking about art design. Those types of things. I think we're talking about a whole different, because they're using the base Metroid Prime, so they're limited in art direction.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo can completely change the game. I mean, I don't think they're going to go too far off from what we, like, but yeah, Nintendo.
D2K is, not D2, but DJ Fanatic, welcome to the show, is also agreeing with you, Keith. He said it's going to look way better than that on the Switch, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, for me, definitely I want to see bigger, expanded worlds, because we haven't really seen a Prime since, the GameCube? No, well, the Wii. The Wii was the... because Metroid Prime 3 came on the Wii, and that was a tough game. I love the game, but I want to see a expanded world, bigger stages, like where you can actually explore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. I guess it wouldn't be right not to have to go searching for all your weapons at the beginning of the game. But I would love to just start the game with all your stuff. You can get power-ups, don't get me wrong, but not, you can crash and you got to go find your this, you got to go find your morph ball, I would like to start and you not have to do that. That would help. That would be beautiful for me, to not have to find all these things again, unless you telling an origin story or something like that, and then it makes sense, but I don't think we need to keep having to traverse to find these things because we crashed. I don't know how you feel about that. But
D2K, we're hurting my heart.
What'd he say?
He said, I think Metroid Prime 4 might be a showcase title for the gimmick. There will be accompanying the Switch too.
I don't think the Switch gonna have a real gimmick this time. I think it's gonna be just more powerful. I think they understand. That they struck oil with the Switch, and I don't think they want to do too much. I don't think they want to do too much to confuse the consumer, and I don't think they want to do too much to deviate from what the Switch currently is. I think they're gonna play it safe. I really do. I think they're gonna play it safe. I think it's gonna be power focused more so than gimmick focused. Gimmick is not a bad word. But I agree with you, though. I think the DLSS can be the gimmick. It can be what you sell. Go ahead, Keith.
Well, what's leading you to think that they're going power?
Why do I feel like they're going power?
Yeah.
One, they sold like hotcakes, so they made some money. Two, I feel like you just said, the Switch was nothing but the Wii U. Three,
yeah.
I feel like Nintendo not going power in the sense of trying to compete directly with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, but power in the sense that they want to be respected and they want to I think they want to continue to trend with these third parties. So I think they listening more to what the third party wants. And so from that standpoint, I think they're going to have a more beefier system than we would normally see from Nintendo. Like, not necessarily a return to form with like the 64 and the GameCube, but a return to where Nintendo is actually more intentional about what the system can actually do from a visual and power perspective with a handheld. I think they have to. Where we moving and how things are changing, I think it's time. They have to. They can't keep just giving us generation old specs and just giving us their first party titles and thinking people are going to be happy. The Switch done well, man. To me, the next move is to just give you one with actual quality power, and I think that's what NVIDIA wants too. I think NVIDIA wants Nintendo to take advantage of their new technology as well as in the partnership. So that's what I believe. I think Nintendo sees it. I think they know the writing's on the wall. I think they trying to remove themselves from all those small critiques and stereotypes that they fall into. Being, they kind of did it with the Switch, going with the whole chipset they went with, and it was a newer chip. It was old, but it was newer than what they normally was doing before it, and they was able to do a lot because of they going with a more modern architecture in the system. So I think they're going to continue that. I think NVIDIA wants to showcase what they can do, and they trying to use Nintendo to do it. And I think I think they may be putting a little pressure on Nintendo to beef it up. I think third parties putting a little pressure on Nintendo to beef it up. And I think inside first party developing studios are wanting more from Nintendo. I think right now it's just right to go a little bit harder with the specs.
Yeah, I think the whole industry is waiting on Nintendo to step into that next realm. I think everybody's waiting to see, Tears of the Kingdom style game, but with what's the game? What's the game with the girl? It is very beautiful. The PlayStation game.
Oh, Kena?
No, not Kena.
Bridge of Spirits.
The redhead girl. What's her name?
Oh, you talking about Horizon Forbidden
West? Horizon. Yeah, I think we're waiting because no hate, no bias, no none of that. I think you have to admit that's a beautiful game, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think we're all sort of.
It's good looking.
Yeah, good looking game. So you kind of curious, like what could a Zelda look like with this type of game? Because Zelda's gonna give you a completely different gameplay, different philosophy, so on and so forth. So what would Zelda look like in this way? And the only way we're going to get that is, like you said, NVIDIA has to give us and I say us, meaning the gamer, give Nintendo the ability to make that type of game. You know, they struck oil with the original Switch, obviously, because of all the competition out there, and the competition has gotten hot. It's thick out there with this competition, so Nintendo got to bring it.
Yeah, they do, and I think, like what D2K said, I agree with him. I don't think it's gonna be, it's gonna be just what he said. PlayStation 4, somewhere around there. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro-ish, in between there somewhere. But with Nvidia's technology and what they are able to do to boost that up, I agree with him and Nia that may be the gimmick. That may be what they can sell. And that may be enough for third party to be like, day one, day and date. And that's all Nintendo needs. If Nintendo can continue to have third party backing them like they have been with the Switch, and then they can come out with their first parties, and we know Nintendo has made games on this system look amazing. Every system that they have, they make games look amazing. And you be trying to figure out how they pulling it off with those systems. I can't even imagine what Nintendo can pull off. I can't imagine what Donkey Kong could look like on a PlayStation 4 made by Nintendo. So imagine them having that level of power plus NVIDIA's cheat code with the deep learning super sampling. This may blow our mind. This may blow us away if everything seems to be pointing to this. Nintendo might have met. I guess technology might have caught up to where Nintendo can get away with older tech because of NVIDIA.
True.
So,
because they are I think they're the leaders in especially with technology.
Yeah. So I'm interested. I was hoping that they would already been on show or something, but that was wishful thinking. So anyway, so let's go to this other thing with Microsoft, man. So there's a rumor out, or it's speculated that Microsoft is going to be bringing more of its games to both Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo and Sony. So the game that I believe that they are saying is possibly coming over is Hi-Fi Rush. And I was listening to, I think it was OJ and different ones, but specifically OJ was talking about it, and some of the Xbox fans feel like Microsoft is undermining their brand by continuing to put their games on their competitors' platforms when those competitors will not return the favor. You will never see a Mario or even a Kirby, even like some of their a Yoshi's Willy World or Wally World, whatever that game was called. You would never see any of these games come to Microsoft or PlayStation. You would never see Kratos on Xbox or any of Sony's smaller titles that are first party titles. They could be some of the smaller projects. You will still not see that stuff on Microsoft or Nintendo. But we've gotten Ori, we've gotten it was a couple of games we've gotten Cuphead and a few other titles already from Microsoft, and now they're about to possibly bring Hi-Fi Rush. I guess my question to you is, what is the strategy, one? And do you agree that this is not a big deal, or is it a big deal? Should Microsoft or Xbox fans feel some type of way about Microsoft and their willingness to put their titles on other platforms? Go ahead.
I do not know the strategy. I have no idea why they're doing it other than they have a different philosophy. What that philosophy is, they want their games everywhere, I suppose. I don't know the strategy. I don't understand the strategy. But because I come from a world where exclusives mattered. I come from a world where having Sonic on Sega was a big deal. Having Mario on Nintendo was a big deal. So Microsoft is trying to reinvent the wheel, I suppose, and say, hey, everybody's welcome. And like you just said, that's not going to help happen on the Microsoft console. And it's not because Microsoft has bad tech. They probably got the most powerful console out there. Probably got one of the best controllers out there. So it's not a hardware issue with Microsoft. It's definitely a mindshare and a content issue. And the fact that they're giving away good content is crazy in and of itself.
Nia is not right.
Huh?
Nia said their philosophy is making money because they're based on buy games.
And then you can argue that it's Game Pass. You don't buy games in Game. Well, you can, but you don't buy games in Game Pass, right? You just rent them out. But on PlayStation and Nintendo, you got to buy these games. So that could be, good faith for those particular studios who made those games. With the Cupheads, the Oris, both Oris, and now Hi-Fi Rush, if that is the game. Like I said, I don't know their strategy, but I will say this. If Microsoft is trying to go in a different direction and allow everybody to play those games, it's fine with me. But then again, you got to look at it like this. This isn't Hi-Fi Rush is not the equivalent of Zelda or even Kirby coming over to Sony and Nintendo's platform. These are relatively new IPs. If we were to ever see something like Halo or Gears come over to PlayStation and Nintendo, then we got a whole new conversation. We got a completely different new conversation.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's not truly a big deal, but it is a big enough deal to have a conversation about, because that could open up the door. But at the same time, what they're porting over and potentially porting over with Hi-Fi Rush aren't bad games.
Okay, so I'm going to read this and then I'm going to give my thoughts. So rumors suggest Xbox is bringing more games to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, but what's the truth? Another year, another round of third-party rumors. Over the past few days, rumors begin to swirl that Microsoft is once again exploring bringing first-party Xbox games to competing platforms. For everyone keeping score, it wouldn't be without precedent. With the Activision Blizzard deal in the bag, Microsoft is effectively becoming one of the biggest third-party publishers on PlayStation and Steam already, with games like Call of Duty, Minecraft, Diablo, etc. distributed wholly under the Microsoft umbrella. This latest rumor mill doesn't pertain to that, though. Historically, console sales have revolved around the arbitrary gatekeeping of exclusive content. There's no reason why God of War or Super Mario Brothers Wonder couldn't run on Xbox, PC, or whatever else. But publishers don't bring it to other systems because they want you in their ecosystem. And that's kind of where I was going to focus on. Even Apple has started exploring exclusive games with traditional console publishers in an attempt to grow its Apple Arcade brand. Times are changing though, and changing quite rapidly. So let's dig into the latest rumor, examine the likelihood of them being true, and see if we can't grab a crystal ball and try to figure out what the future may look like for Xbox upcoming games lineup. The rumor. Let me see. Is that it? Oh, a few days ago, Nate the Hate suggested on his podcast that an acclaimed game of the year worthy Xbox exclusive will become available on a competing console platform. Nate has a good track record of accuracy in the past, which created a groundswell of speculation over what games it could possibly be. I don't feel like reading all this. These sorts of rumors start landing in my lap ever since Xbox CFO Tim Stewart mentioned during a Wells Fargo investors meeting that Xbox will be bringing more of its games to competing platforms in addition to Xbox Game Pass itself. Okay, I don't feel like reading all this. Okay, so let's see. Also confirmed with some sources that games like Hellblade 2, Avowed, Elder Scrolls 6 are still slated to be Xbox exclusive after initially rumor mill around moving towards platform agnosticity swirled. Now I'm wondering if these rumors began due to the hate is potentially talking about above. So anyway, the game that they talking about is Hi-Fi Rush and a few others. And because I don't feel like reading all that. That's a lot of reading. So what I feel is this, Keith. I agree with you on the grounds that is not as big of a deal because Microsoft has been doing this. Like I said, we got Ori, we got Cuphead. But I do think that this says a lot, and I can understand if you are an Xbox fan, and no, we're not in the console war business, but we are fans of these plastic systems. We lean to our favorites. You know, I'm a Nintendo guy, even though I got the PlayStation. I enjoy the PlayStation a whole heck of a lot. I am a Nintendo guy. You know, I root for Nintendo. Not that I root against PlayStation or Microsoft, but I actually do root for Nintendo to be successful. And I'm pretty sure there are Xbox fans that are like me that root for Xbox more so than they root for the PlayStation or Nintendo. So I can understand their gripe with being Xbox fans. But this can kind of undermine the brand a little bit if more and more of your games, even though these are smaller games, if more and more of your games are showing up elsewhere, Nintendo, PlayStation, yet you never see any equivalent game from either one of these studios or these developers or these big three. The other two, I don't care what size the game is, if it's first party, it's pretty much guaranteed not to show up on Microsoft's system. That is kind of underwhelming a little bit. I can see that as being underwhelming if you are an Xbox fan. It also says to me that Game Pass isn't helping Microsoft. Clearly, it's not helping them if they want to put the stuff elsewhere, like Nia said, to make money. Clearly, they're trying to make more money. And if you already capped your sales because you offered it for free with the subscription to Game Pass, you are capped what it can really do. So it makes sense to see, because I want to play Hi-Fi Rush, and I'm not going out to buy an Xbox Series X to play Hi-Fi Rush, but I will for sure get it on a Switch or PlayStation 5 or whatever the Switch comes with next. If it shows up on that, I would definitely get it. So there's money, like Nia said, for Microsoft to make by offering these I guess what they consider not their big titles, but I believe Ori and Hi-Fi Rush are big titles. Ori can be definitely a platform. Ori could probably move some systems if they made it exclusive and it wasn't free to download. I'm pretty sure people will actually go out and buy Ori, and they probably move a lot of units. So it makes sense from the business part. It makes sense, all the sense in the world to me. But from your brand and for how you are seen in the landscape of the big three, it does hurt you, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I can see how it hurts you. Like I said, it's none of their legacy titles. I think, like, again, if those legacy titles were to come over, but it does open up the door for possibility. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was saying, if the money's good and Ori selling Cuphead is selling, and obviously they're doing something because they keep doing it, right? And they're talking about another game. So if it is Hi-Fi Rush and Hi-Fi Rush comes over, it's because the money is good. And that's why they're going to keep doing it. And what that does is it does open up the door for a Gears, a Halo, a Forza. Oh my God. Imagine Forza being playable everywhere. My goodness. But yeah, I don't know. You're never going to, like you said, you're never going to see Kratos, Spider-Man.
Not even them.
You're never going to see those games on Xbox.
You'll never see Captain Toad.
No,
that's
sir.
not a big. That's a Hi-Fi Rush. I would say Hi-Fi Rush probably bigger than that.
No, well, that's Mushroom Kingdom though. That you're not gonna see nothing from the Mushroom Kingdom. You might. No, I was gonna say Kirby. You're not gonna see nothing from Kirby. No, you might see arms. You might get an arms.
I don't think they would even give them arms. That's my thing. I don't think Nintendo would give Microsoft anything that's their IP. You got to come over to us to play this if you want to play it. Now, the studios that Microsoft bought, Activision and Bethesda, to me, I get that. They was already over there. We gonna still let them be over there and make money everywhere. But the Gears and these first party titles, whether they're small or big, it is kind of, I don't know. Go ahead. I cut you off though. Go on and finish your thought. My bad.
No, that's pretty much what's my thought. Is just I'm really curious to see what game it is. Can you imagine if it was Starfield? Can you imagine it? Starfield coming to PlayStation?
Yes, I could.
I don't know. I just think Microsoft is, maybe this is their strategy and they're slowly trying to get out of the console space. We talked about it the last time we were on and how they're not making any money and moving games over and going ahead and tearing off that Band-Aid. I mean, it's an easier sell than to say one year we made consoles and the next year we're done. So I don't know.
Yeah. Nia said even before Game Pass, the base wasn't buying games. So is that is that the case? I don't know. I don't really follow sales like that. I know Carson, when Nintendo, I know was moving all the big stuff, but is that a thing with Microsoft fan base that they don't buy first party titles? I know they buy third party.
Game Pass.
I mean, even before she said even before Game Pass.
Oh.
The base did not buy games.
Huh? Name that game. What was the game that they was going to
buy? Keith, you ain't right. Okay, you got Gears. You got Halo. You had you go back to, I'm just taking it that to what's that game we played on the one? Made by the same people to make Alan Wake. Quantum Break. None of these games moved.
Did I buy it?
I bought it.
No, I think I had heard. I don't know. Did D2K give me that game? I feel like D2K gave me a game.
I had Quantum Break. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. So is that the case with Microsoft? Do they not actually buy games? Is that true? Nia said yes.
I don't know. Quantum Break was good. I wish they would have, continued with that series. Yeah, and that's another thing that Microsoft doesn't do. They don't keep going. They make one game and they stop. And then they just stick to their tried and true until people get exhausted. And then they wonder why we ain't selling. Because you keep making the same stuff.
I'm trying to see how many units it sold, Quantum Break.
Because it's on PC natively. I think it's a Steam game too.
I thought it. How many copies did it sell? I don't know, man. I don't know how Xbox. It sold 200K in the U.S.
Wow.
That's not good.
Wow. Yikes.
You saw it? You seeing it?
Man. No, I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, it said 200K, and that was 2016 though. I don't know where it is right now, but that was a new IP, and it only sold It should have sold way more than that.
But you know how we are, man. As fans, you make one game and then you try it again. Because I think Hellblade wasn't regarded as some megaton game. As a matter of fact, I remember when Xbox gamers were hating on that game because it was a PlayStation exclusive. And then they championed that game when it came to Xbox. But it was, to my knowledge, it was relatively a small game. And now they're trying to turn the second game into this big budget, grandiose, epic title. Quantum Break could have did that despite 200K. It could have still did that because at the same time, Mindshare is enough. Quantum Break 2, let's see if they fix the problems from the first game. You know what I mean? But instead, Remedy goes off and makes Control, and then they go off and make Alan Wake 2, which is Game of the Year nominated. These are just poor decisions on Microsoft.
So, but why on? Okay, yeah, they have made some poor decisions. I'm not disagreeing, but okay, going back to Quantum Break, the Xbox One sold enough to where that game should have moved. Okay, I use the Wii U. The Wii U was the Xbox One sold more than the Wii U, right? So way better than the Wii U. Mm-hmm. And the Wii U still, they first parties games were still selling in the millions. Even though there's only 14 million Wii U's that sold total, their first party IPs were still moving, still making good numbers. So there's no reason why a game like Quantum Break, a new IP at that, a decent game, a decent to good game, is not breaking more than 250 at launch, or I don't know where it fizzled out at, maybe 1 million, a little under 1 million. That's not good. That's not good at all. Now, it ain't really showing me how much it made, but it's basically every article I read so far is back in 2016 just saying it just didn't sell well. It performed poorly in sales. Failed to sell over 200 units in the U.S. retail stores and barely moved in Japan. Now, that was 2016. I'm pretty sure it's more than that now. But it does kind of give credence to what Nia was saying, that they don't buy games. How much did Gears of War 4 sell? Let me look at that. Because to me, yeah, that makes sense. If you're not going to buy the games, don't get mad at Microsoft for putting them elsewhere. I mean, go ahead, Keith. You got the floor.
I mean, I don't have too much more to say, but I agree. Yeah, if you don't want them and they're good titles, but you know, because technically, that's what Nintendo did. They said they kept it in house. You know, oh, y'all don't want to buy these games on the Wii U? Bet we're gonna put them on the Switch. Somebody gonna buy these good games, and they were right. The thing about Microsoft is they're quitting their console because it just ain't moving units. I don't know how long they're gonna last.
Wow,
I really don't. As far as like the gaming space, I love what they do with their tech. I love what they do with their infrastructure. But as far as like gaming, I don't know, man.
Man, I don't know. Gears of War 4 sold 3 million copies. That's Gears of War 4. 3 million copies. Arms Arms and stuff like that would sell that on Nintendo. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good, man. That's Gears, bro.
But didn't Orange sell about 3 million?
Yeah, Arms sold like 2 point. Let me look it up. I think it was about 5. Switch. I'm not talking about government arms, a computer switch arms. They trying to recruit me to join the army. It sold 2.7, right at 3 million. And that was December 31st, 2022. ARM sold 2.72 million by December 31st of 2022. So it's right under Gears of War 4, man. That's why aren't y'all buying Microsoft games, Microsoft fans? What is up? Anyway,
you know what? It's not a quality thing though. Like some of these games are good.
Forza, they buying Forza.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I do feel like it is a detriment, a small detriment to their brand because it, like you said, it doesn't pull anybody into your ecosystem. If I can go play some of these games, even if it's Hi-Fi Rush, which if I was Microsoft, Hi-Fi Rush would stay exclusive to me. I would not let Hi-Fi Rush go anywhere. I would not be giving Ori to anybody. I'm sorry. Ori will stay exclusive. You want to play this beautiful game, one of the most beautiful 2D platformer games out in the wild, you got to come to me to play that.
And that new game they making looks fire. And I know it's going to go everywhere. There's Ori everywhere. I can't remember the name of the title, but Microsoft showed it. It's a new game for those developers.
Same developer, okay.
Yeah. That game looks fire.
Yeah, man. Microsoft, we're not going to talk about them too bad tonight. I'm just saying, I understood the sentiments of the Xbox fans. I'm not saying that OJ wasn't right. I felt like he was being extremely dismissive of the reality of what they're saying. It does kind of undermine your brand if you are invested in this ecosystem and you're making this available everywhere else. it can potentially undermine your brand. You already got studios that you bought that Activision games going to be over there, Bethesda games still over there, and you putting some of your first party games everywhere else, PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, and yet you never see Sony do the same. They put it on PC, but they're not putting it on Microsoft. All right, man, we're going to give Microsoft God of War 3 since we're remaking it. It could play over there, but we're going to put it over there and get some more money from that. It's not happening. No, you got to come over here and play that. You got to come over here to play some of these other titles from Nintendo. They could be small titles. You still got to go over there to play it. They could have threw Pokemon over there, some older Pokemons that.
Whoa!
I'm just saying. They do you not know how much money they would pull in if they put a Pokemon, an old Pokemon, on the PlayStation and the Xbox? Dude, we got Minecraft. They still produce
Minecraft was already third party though.
I know, but they bought it. It's a big IP that can force people to have to come over. My daughters love Minecraft, and they might put pressure on me to go buy a Series S so that they can play Minecraft because it's only playable on Xbox. But I don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? So I would be like Nintendo them. No, if we own it, it's on our system. You want to play it? Come on over here. K-Bum said NBA The Show ported both Xbox. Okay, K-Bum, stop coming in here. The one game you would find the one. You sick. Go sit down somewhere. Get out the comment section.
It's a good point though, because it does show that a game did come over from PlayStation.
Yeah. But didn't they have to though? It wasn't Sony's want to do that. I think they had. K-Bum, bring all the, if you go jump in the comment section, give us all the details. Didn't Sony have to put it on there because of the licensing of baseball? Didn't they have to put it over there? I think you told us this story. I think they had to do it. It wasn't Sony's choice. Answer that question. Don't be. Well, you said never. Well, No, okay, but I'm answering that. Didn't Sony have to do this? Don't you be jumping up in here trying to knock my point over and then leave? I'm waiting on K-Pop. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was a solid point. But I was sitting back thinking like Nintendo actually don't make Pokemon.
I know.
But I guess who's the Game Freak? So it's possible. But
well,
I think
they
may
own
have
so much. They own
a,
so much of Game. Is basically they own them. So technically they not making it, but technically they are. So, but I'm just saying it would be. Do you know if Minecraft can move the units that it moves, being on all three platforms, bro, Pokemon will be retarded in sales. Retarded. Lord, okay. It would be bananas. Let me stop using the R word. It would be bananas. So, but Nintendo will never do it. They would never do it. Why? Because they want you to come to their ecosystem. Yep. So they're choosing ecosystem over money. Microsoft is choosing money over the ecosystem. And I saw it from that lane, and I believe that the fans have a point that shouldn't be ignored. K-Bum definitely explained it on a podcast before. I know he did, Nia. Now he trying to hide. They had to. Thank you, Nia. Okay. He has explained why they had to do that.
Let's explore the idea of ecosystem for a minute, though. Because everybody's ecosystem doesn't have to look the same. And I think you may have hit the nail on the head. Microsoft ecosystem is a wide net, right? Whereas, or what's a better term for that? Open source. Microsoft's ecosystem is open source, literally
a swinging door.
Yeah, and then Sony and Nintendo, they're closed. They're closed. They're closed off from the public. You can't get their stuff. So Microsoft doing this is their ecosystem. So anytime you purchase, no, that's not true. That's not true because if you buy Ori on Switch, they ain't got nothing to do with Microsoft, does it?
Microsoft gets the money, but
do they?
But they get the money from it because it's their game. See, Microsoft makes money from all the games. Well, you know this. They make Ori, so when they publish it on Nintendo, it's like they're acting as a third party on the Nintendo platform, but it's still Microsoft owned, so they making the money from it.
I know you got to sign in with your account, especially with Minecraft. You got to sign in with your Xbox account. So,
well, I don't
know. You know they're gonna use the numbers. You know how Microsoft is. We had X amount of gamers. They're not playing on Xbox though.
Yeah, that's my point. So you making money, but you're not building. You're not causing people. You're not forcing people to come to you to enjoy that title. Like Nintendo is stingy. They like, if I was using your analogy, Microsoft is a swinging door. No one is watching it. You can come in, you can go out. Nintendo is very much the gates are watched. They got watchmen at the gate. They got gatekeepers. and Sony does too. Sony has gatekeepers. Microsoft, some stuff is not getting out, but they letting stuff fall out. And I'm like, man, if you had to force folks to come your way, you build your brand by forcing people to come your way. Now, Microsoft at one time was like that in their thinking, but over the years, they have started taking on like, we want our games anywhere. And the question is why? But I think Nia answered it. They want their games everywhere because nobody is buying their games on their system. That's the only thing that makes sense. How in the world is Gears of War 4? If Gears of War 4 was on the PlayStation 5, guaranteed that game is selling 12 to 15 million units. Guaranteed. Just switching the platform. Gears of War 4 is selling more. Is selling up there between like a God of War. It's gonna be up there in them numbers. So how in the world is a Gears of War, a flagship title selling 3 million.
And Gears of War 4 came out. No, that was before Game Pass, I believe.
That was
wasn't it?
Xbox One X. That's when Gears of War 4 came out because it was showcased on the Xbox One X. And it only moved 3 million units. The Xbox One sold, what, 50 to 60 million systems?
It was in the 40s.
Or 40 to 50? It's Nintendo Wii U sold 13 million. Come on, bro.
One.
Xbox One sold double that and still only managed to move 3 million units of one of their flag titles. That's horrible. I mean,
I'm wrong. 58.
Okay. D2K said Gears 4 was kind of doo-doo. Okay, that's fine. Gears 5 will sell 10 to 15 million on PlayStation 5. But that's my point. It don't matter if it's doo-doo or not. If it's on another platform, that doo-doo still going to sell about 10 to 15 on the PlayStation.
Trash. That ending was so trash. That ending was so trash.
I didn't like the ending in 4. I haven't played 5 yet. I haven't played 5. I enjoyed 4. I didn't enjoy that final boss. I want to play 5 so bad. Isn't 5 out?
Yeah.
I want to play 5 so bad.
I stopped playing it for some reason. I just couldn't keep playing it.
I want to play it. I want to play it so bad because I'm a Gears fan, and but I just refuse to buy an Xbox for one game, and that'll be
two games. You got what? 2 games. You got Gears and you got Hi-Fi Rush.
No, Hi-Fi Rush is coming to one. It's coming to something else. I get it over there. No, I'm not going to spend no $400 on 2 games. Nah, heck no. But I do want to play Gears 5. I played 4. I enjoyed 4. 4 just ended stupid. The final boss was just dumb. The whole climax with the girl on the cliff note, it was just it kind of did end stupid. And I didn't like Marcus' son. He just I never connected with him. I wanted to play as Marcus Phoenix. I don't want this son, this blonde haired boy. Give me Marcus. Give me the cut eye and the growly voice. And with the do-rag. Give me him with the bandana on his head. Give me him. That's who we were. He's not dead, so we don't need to replace him. That was kind of stupid. But I enjoyed the game for what it was. I liked the little robot enemies that was. I like that. But it should have sold more than 3 million. I don't care how much doo-doo it was. And D2K said it's doo-doo. I don't care how much doo-doo it was. It still should have sold more than 3 million copies. K-Bum, you still ain't told me what happened and why that baseball game had to come to all these platforms.
He said he don't remember.
K-Bum, okay, I ain't gonna say that because that's my boy.
He's sick. Let him rest his head.
Yeah, he got selective memory. You don't want to selectively remember what he said. Nia, thank you for holding him accountable. He did tell us why. I know he did. I remember that. But anyway, I hope you feel better, bro. Hope you feel better. Take you some NyQuil. Take a long nap. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't mean to end this on some bad news with Microsoft. So I guess all things are not new in the new year.
Yeah.
Talking bad about Microsoft. Anything else? Any other thoughts? We didn't really have a whole lot to talk about tonight. Just kicking the new
Microsoft.
Year's off. Just period.
Microsoft. Oh, period. Oh man. All I know is, man, go out and get you some medicine. Apparently, there's a new bug going around. It ain't COVID. It ain't the flu. It's something else. I don't know what it is, but make sure y'all stay well because there's something going around. It's real serious. So, and I pray that K-Bone doesn't have that.
Oh man, I didn't know that. What? I guess I gotta look up.
I saw somebody sent it to me, and they was like, "Man, make sure you're taking your vitamins."
I've been doing that. Go get y'all some elderberry, man. Get you some
Elderberry,
elderberry, some
for sure.
silver, some vitamin C, some ginger extract, some black seed oil. I'm hipping y'all to some stuff.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so, but that was the cast for tonight. We really didn't have a whole lot to talk about on tonight. We just wanted to kick off the new year. New year, new everything. We're excited about this new year. Hopefully we hear something from Nintendo. Next week, Microsoft is having a Microsoft, what they call a direct. Wait a minute, let me stop. Microsoft, y'all
Microsoft
cannot.
Direct.
No, I just turned off the music, y'all, because Microsoft is literally needing to change that name. Slap y'allself for that stupid name. I don't even know what it is.
I do have two more things. Next week, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna wait for the reviews. But Prince of Persia coming out next week.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We was hyping it up. We ready for it. I saw some gameplay.
Yeah.
And I was a little like, oh, I don't know. You know how I am. But then I'll get it, and then I'll be like, it's amazing. But
did you watch the gameplay I sent?
Did I watch the gameplay you sent? Did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it.
No, I didn't. I didn't watch him.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. But I did see some. I watched the Switch version and the PC version. I don't know if I can tell the difference.
They say they all look good. They all running at 60 frames per second because they say it's not a demanding game. So, I'm not gonna say it underwhelming. I'm still looking forward to it. But I got, like I said, I got Resident Evil 4 up there. I got Jedi Survivor. And depending on how much the game costs, how much is it gonna cost? Is it $49.99? What Ubisoft trying to get for this?
It's a full price game.
Is it $69?
Yep.
I'm gonna wait.
That's why I said I'm like, I need to see what y'all gonna say, especially if it's like 10 or 12. Like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. If it's $69.99, it's gonna be down the road when it's cheaper. I won't be sorry, Ubisoft. You don't get $69.99 for No, not right now. I finished Resident Evil, and then I'm play this Survivor, and then if the price is down in a reasonable place, I will get it. But yeah, man, any other things?
Also, I think there's a new, I don't know if it's Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Super series, or a Dragon Ball movie. Something's coming to Netflix. I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Man, Cat Williams dropped a nuclear bomb on this year.
Oh my gosh. Start the year off with a bang.
Yeah, man. He took Shannon Sharp to the cosmos, man. I think that podcast interview is up to like 42, 43 million views. It's like the second biggest interview on YouTube, and it's only been up for 7 days now.
Oh, it's only been 7 days?
It came out on the 4th, and it's only the 11th. So yeah, right at 6-7 days. So
what you think about what he was talking about? Not to get into too many details.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a big fan of Cat. I like Cat. I think Cat is authentic. I know everything he said was, some of that stuff was cap, but I would say a good portion of what he said is true. Stuff he said about what's going on at them parties and all that stuff, we know that's true because that's what the girl revealed, and he is saying this a long time ago, so he been saying it. So yeah, I think it's true. But anyway, we can talk about that in the chat. But yeah, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, and hopefully K-Bum will be with us, and we'll have a little bit more to talk about. Xbox having their direct next week, so we'll recap that. And hopefully Nintendo will give us something to talk about too, because I want to see this new system. I want to see what it look like. I want to. I'm just ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning on tonight. Go ahead and sign out, Keith, and we gonna get out of here.
Yes, sir. We are back for the new year. We are here. We ready to talk about games. You know what? I think I'm gonna start writing down all the games I beat. That way, by the end of the year, I can recap for all y'all. So I think I might do that. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, man, I don't know what I played last year. So yeah, man, we here. Can't wait for the news. We just getting started. Like Level said, Cat don't drop the bombshell on the world, on the industry. So stay woke. Stay woke. Stay ready. Watch yourself. Discipline.
All right, stay healthy too. But this was the Live 11 Gaming Podcast. We'll be back on the flip side. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we love y'all. And that's it. Deuces. Peace.
But we got Smash Bros though. But we got Smash Bro. But we got Smash Bros though.